Beautiful. So welcome to first Wednesday of the month with Team B. We are doing these consistently so that we can tune in as a team to connect and make sure that we are on track. We also want to make sure, mute yourselves, everyone. That was Michelle's comment so that we can hear. Can I mute my teenager in the back that's making lunch? Shh. Shh. They're like, you have your office in the living room, which is on the side of the kitchen. So 9 o'clock is not a good time for them. So I send them down to the basement. Anyways, so welcome to Team B. So what we want to do, we have 30 minutes. And our main focus is to obviously recognize what just happened in the month of September. There were some nice promotions that happened with our Team B, and it's always exciting to celebrate our team and our team members as they're moving up through the marketing plan. So we will do recognition. We want to go over the new website. Nicole Webb, who's not on the call tonight, who's our personal assistant, has spent a lot of hours collecting information from you guys in regards to what your wishes are for a better website, a more user-friendly website. And there were a lot of you that gave feedback, and Nicole's been working on updating that the website, and now it's ready to go. And we're going to take you through that to make sure that you guys are clear on the website, the value of it, and how you guys can utilize it. We also want to talk a little bit about events and how people are feeling about events and inviting to events, because we ended up getting a great training from Sandy V on how they invite for events. And we just want to make sure that if you are struggling with it, that the training just needs to happen and we can coach you on that. And then we want to talk and touch about communication. So as teams are building, we want to make sure that it's getting downloaded to the lowest level. Right now, I mean, on some of our lines, we're 11 or 12 distributors deep, which is really, really exciting. But what we're finding is we're running into distributors that are signing up distributors and they're brand new, and then their upline is brand new, and all of a sudden you've got 3 or 4 people that are in line that have no idea what to do. And we're going to talk a little bit about how Nicole Webb is helping and supporting us through the growth that we're experiencing. So that's kind of on the agenda. We're hopefully going to go till about 9:30, and then from there, from 9:30 till 10, if we've got new distributors on, or you want to get walked through the startup meeting A, so you're a new rep or you're training a new rep, Melissa and I are going to go through on our website the startup meeting A, so that we can make sure that we are duplicating new reps and for success. So let's get started. So we have a lot of people on. It's so nice to see everyone's faces. I've seen quite a few leaders on the call. Can I get participation from the leaders? And I just want you guys to recognize any promotions that just happened within your organization and just give any shout outs. Anybody? Well, we've got Lindsay White. Lindsay White just hit qualified national marketing director. So she's directly under my mom, Janice Nigam. And she pushed really hard with her team. Her team's called Team Balance. And some of you remember Lindsay came as a brand new senior sales coordinator, I believe, out to law with Jen Brennan.
She was a sales coordinator.
Oh, she was specially invited, so she was a sales coordinator.
Yeah,
so,
we know her.
Yeah. So very, very exciting to see the growth there. Building a pretty exceptional team. She ended up hitting 9 club, and I got to see her and do some events when I was out there. I guess in the summertime. And it's just beautiful to see people developing as a leader and really building her organization. So she's got her own team name. She's doing her own team calls. They're doing their weekly team meetings. So she's just really starting to create that real vibe. The tribe with her vibe. So it's really fun and exciting. And one of her her teammates is one of her best friends that they're doing it together. So they say, you know, do this in teams, do it with a buddy. She found her buddy. Also, Patricia, I don't think she's on the call, but I was working with her today. She just hit VF as well, so she's pretty excited about that promotion. She's been working hard at it. Anybody else want to give shout outs to anybody? New clubs, new VFs, new DDs?
Brandy hit sales coordinator this month.
Woo, Brandy!
Yeah, I don't think her upline's on the call, but Brandy hit sales coordinator, which is awesome.
I have a new distributor on the call, Valentina. She just hit VF2 last month.
Awesome. Congratulations. Anybody else want to do shout outs before we move on?
Shut my Wi-Fi off on my phone.
We have a new DD in the US, but it was actually an HLP, which is different from what we have in Canada. So she earned $100 bonus for that, and is on her way to fast track 2,000 plus.
Awesome. That's wonderful. A great website to use for reference when you're supporting a new distributor in the United States is our National Marketing Director on our team, Sarah Beardmore. She's out of Arizona. She has her own team website called Team Rocket. And Michelle, is that the website that you've been using to support?
Yeah. It's very good. There's a lot of great information in there.
Yeah.
And it's funny how you learn when you're in that situation.
Yeah. Yeah.
But their system is way different there. It's actually much more difficult, I would say, a lot more strict to get to the levels, but it does create a more solid foundation, I find. So it's a good system too.
Yeah, good stuff. Okay, let's talk about next one, website. Okay, let me just go in to share the screen on the website here. Give me 1 sec. Melissa, you can keep on talking while I find my website.
So we've got our event tomorrow night with Jen. She's on the phone. I have to say my Facebook page has been blowing up with you guys promoting this event. It is going to be standing room only. I'm expecting it is going to be jam-packed. Keep inviting. It is going to be such a great event. As you guys know, those of you that have heard Jen speak, she's an amazing speaker. As I tell people, she's not just knowledgeable, she's also a great speaker, because, you know, there's some people that are knowledgeable, but you fall asleep. And Jen is not one of them. So invite everyone you can think of. They will love it. They will walk away with many, many tips, tricks, things to make their life simple. Something that I've been saying that I'm getting some fun response from is just, I know you're crazy busy and you could use some simplicity in your life, so come out to this event. That's what I'm hearing all the time. I'm too busy. Life is nuts. I know. That's why you need to come out to this. So that's our huge event coming up tomorrow night. All right, you ready? You want me to talk about something else?
No, I think that's good. The only other thing I just wanted to maybe touch on with Jen tomorrow is a couple things. We have created a live Facebook event. So for your customers or distributors that are far and can't get to the event, you want to make sure that you invite them. It is a private group, so we don't want this out to the world. We want to make sure that we, honor the fact that we just have to do it in a private setting. That's all. So just be selective on who you invite. But what I have done is I have, I'm running right now a private T30 group. I've got 50 people on the group, and I've done it for the month of September. And I've been using that platform because I've got a lot of my new customers on that group. And I ended up inviting a bunch of them yesterday on Facebook just as an invite. And what's really cool is I'm getting a bunch of yeses that they actually want to go. So this is actually a great event to do customer care. So, you know, if you're in any type of group that you're running, you would be able to put that link there for your customers and really encourage them to get on the event.
Nicole, are we doing or taking any questions from the people that are watching on Facebook Live, or are we just doing Q&A from the people that are physically there in person?
Who just asked that?
That'd be Jen Pike. That'd be me.
Oh, hi. Typically, Jen, we, on a typical Prevention Plus, we typically don't do Q&A in front of the room.
Okay.
The reason why is we've learned in the past that you can get one negative nanny in the crowd.
Yes.
And you can bring the energy right down, and we don't want to do that. So me as the host tomorrow night will say Q&As will be taken on an individual basis after the event when you're at your book signing.
Okay. Perfect.
So then that takes the pressure off of you, and it takes the pressure off of the room of potentially having a whack job on there.
Okay.
Does that make you feel better?
Yeah, no, I'm good. I'm good with that. I just wanted to be prepared.
Yeah. And how long do you think your presentation is approximately?
Well, I can talk for a long time, so how long do I have? I think that's a better question.
Well, I think we can start sharp at 7:30.
Okay.
And, you know,
I think an hour, like if I can have a solid hour,
yeah,
if you want me, you've advertised it to be done at 9.
yeah.
I can go for the full 90 minutes if you like, and then stay for a little bit after, for however long, until Sean kicks us out.
Right, right. I think an hour-ish is good. I think you can kind of read the crowd, but I think hosting 5 minutes to close. We're going to have you, we're going to have you do book signing and Q&A and stuff. So I think that'll be fine. There'll be some socializing after.
Okay.
Yeah. Hour and 10 maybe?
Okay.
That sound good?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Can you guys see the website?
Yep.
Yeah, okay, perfect. So if you haven't been on, just to confirm, it's teambethechange.com, and we've really simplified it. So if you look at the very front, a sec here, hold on. No, there it is. So we've actually updated the video. So we've actually got 369 videos on product, short and sweet. And then we have some of our favorites right on the front page on the business. And we like this. It's kind of is simplified. So when people are kind of interested, let's say, in our products, you can actually send them right to our team page if you wish to make it simple. So that's the home page. I love this part, which is our team. I've actually been using this quite a bit. I've actually challenged all of the leaders on our team to make sure that they actually do their story. So if you guys are looking for my story, I've got my product story there. I'm going to revise it so I actually have product and business, and that's on my to-do list. Melissa's got her NMD speech. Sarah has her NMD speech. And then we've also got like Mitra's story, Doug's story, and all of these leaders on here that don't have their story, they have a homework assignment to do. So if their story's not on here, it's because they're slacking, so kick them in the you-know-what. But all of these ladies here are beautiful leaders that are coming up our marketing plan. So we just actually, I'm going to be not so hard on them because we just asked them to do this a couple weeks ago. So, but we would love to have everybody's product and business story as a link. So again, if you're running into people that have a similar story, that you can go on to our team page and just grab a story. Because I really find that people connect with stories. So that's our team. Then we've got our program. So we simplified this. So there's just basic information here that you can go to on the Children's House Study. And just go here. So there's some information on what the house study is. And a couple videos. And actually, I just saw the brand new Children's House Study video that I posted on Team B, and I'm going to get Nicole Webb to update this, so we've got that new really cool video from the lady, what's her name? Mary. Melissa, remember, she was from Ireland, and we saw her on the bus from the 39 Club retreat. She's featured in that new house study.
Mary Penrose, yeah, I remember her.
Yeah, so that was cool. Cute. We got our Transform program highlighted here real quick so you can see. We've got a couple videos. We got the Transform 30 video, the 10-day shred. Sorry, my internet's a little slow here, but we've got some basic, and we also have the links for you guys. Right, if you guys have a new rep, like how to do the sign up. So that you want to make sure that your new reps actually have their own Transform 30 website, and that's the link for them to sign up and get their free Transform 30 website. Okay. We also have One Simple Change. So some of our distributors are using this to help people. So maybe the Transform 30 is a little bit overwhelming. This is more of a corporate program, the One Simple Change, and we've got Dr. David Phillips and his wife Heidi talking about what that could look like. And then the last one is the Tower Garden. So we kind of simplified it to showcase our different programs, as I like to say, the different doors that we bring people into our business. And we got some fun videos there on our Tower Garden. Then we move into Getting Started. And this has been updated based, again, on your feedback. And this is where you want to get familiar with this, because this is exactly what you guys are going to be doing when you're working with the new distributor. So you're going to have a startup meeting with your upline. You're going to teach them about the 2,500 points. They're going to watch a basic video. You're going to teach them about the promo points and the bonus structure. You're going to help them kind of start to brainstorm of like where they're going to find their team and prospects. There's a tracker form, so you want all of your new reps tracking their points to make sure that they're on track to 2,500. And then there is some advanced stuff, which is, you know, making sure that they get their Go Pro book, being able to speak the language, and you just kind of go around the circle. And then we've also put some links to some of our business favorite videos, and then encouraging your new reps to kind of, you know, start their events, start their parties. What is that going to look like? What else? Yeah, so this is just simplified, again, based on your feedback, the Getting Started. We only did this for Canada. We don't have one for the US because we send people to the Sarah Beermore's site, just to keep it simple for our team. We've also got building your team. So we got feedback here that we need a little bit more help on how do you build a team? What does that look like? So we've got prospect meeting, we got startup meeting A, and we got startup meeting B. And so all of that is right under building your team. And we also have, for those of you that want to become a T30 coach, there's a tab there. And it actually shows you that you can do your CE1, CE2, and CE3. And once you do each one of those, you can become a T30 coach and put that on your business cards. The events page, this was feedback from you guys. You wanted it simplified. It was looking too overwhelming for our distributors, especially our newbies. So Nicole did a great job summarizing. So at the very top, it just shows the different weekly training and team calls. So on Monday night, every Monday night, Melissa and I are doing a T30 intro and a Own Your Own Life. So it's a great opportunity for you to feed in your prospects to that event. I have to say the last 2 weeks have been really, really, really quiet. But before that, we used to get between, I don't know, some nights we'd have 15 people on the call. So again, these events are for you guys to build your business. So when you're talking to new people through the week and you're going, oh, geez, when's our next event? Monday at 9, Monday at 9, Monday at 9. And it's so simple. You just have to copy and give them the link. A reminder that every Tuesday at noon is Dr. Mitra Ray's mentorship call, which you learn so much from. And if you can't listen to it, it's always recorded. And then of course on Wednesday nights, which we're on right now, is our Wednesday. But you'll see how it's cleaned up now. We're only putting the big events under each heading. So we're really trying to give you guys as much notice as possible so that you guys know the big buckets and what they're coming from. Now, is Susan Baker on the call?
No.
Do you want to communicate what Susan was texting you?
Sure. Let me find it so I can read it. It's pretty exciting. Sorry, I'm just trying to find the.
So we got Susan Baker that's trying to open up Toronto and starting to become the leader, the go-to leader. So we're really excited. So Susan Baker is putting together her first official Big Prevention Plus coming up, and Melissa's just trying to find the details, and it will be posted on here this week.
I can't find them. Did she text or?
I
Anyways,
believe
it's just a
it's
description.
in a Voxer.
That's what I thought, but I can't find it. Anyways, it's going to be great. Susan speaking down in Toronto. Obviously, she's new there, so she's trying to build up the area for herself, but it's for all of Juice Plus Canada, so she's opening it up to everybody. As we all know, she's an amazing speaker, and she's just talking about nutrition for life, really. I just can't remember the exact title. That's what I wanted to get it. So it's going to be great tips, tricks to make things easier and healthier for your family. So it's going to be great.
Okay, so we'll get that updated for you. So what's really exciting is when you start to have a really solid team is when new areas start duplicating events. So Ottawa's been just going gangbusters, and I just want to give a shout out to the leadership in Ottawa. You guys are so impressive, and you guys are stepping up to the plate. You're making, I'm going to say, SHIT happen, and we're just so proud to watch it unfold. When I think about Melissa and I going up to Ottawa a few years ago, it was like small group, barely any activity. We were like, oh my gosh, are we ever going to get Ottawa off the ground? And you guys are just killing it. So we just want to say thank you. I know it's not easy. It's a lot of work, and sometimes it can be really, really frustrating when you're working with human beings. But obviously, each of you have your own goals, and you guys are pushing forward. So thank you for that. So Ottawa's really starting to run its own, I guess, tribe, which is awesome. And then for Toronto, we're really encouraging Toronto to actually get like a Facebook Toronto, Juice Plus group, just like Ottawa did. And I would encourage you guys, if you are in an area that's not developed yet, and you really want to step into that, reach out to Melissa and I, and we can start to create that momentum so that you guys feel comfortable with that duplication. And I know that, Melissa, do you want to talk about the event that happened just last week with your new group growing in the Drayton area?
Well, Brandy was on, and Stacy, I think, is on. We should let them share it because they were there running it.
Here. It was amazing. We had 34 attendees, and thank you so much to Sarah and Becky coming down from Ottawa to help us out. That was amazing for their support. I don't think we could have done it without them. And it was a good turnout, good success, and lots of follow-up needed to do. So, and we have a Bend and Blend event coming up actually next week. And then tomorrow I have a meeting with the parent council at my daughter's school for Tower Garden. So it's exciting.
Beautiful. So what area are you guys kind of focused on to develop kind of a consistent events?
Minto. So it's going to be our surrounding areas. We're going to start a hashtag in a group page.
Yeah.
And it's going to be Wellness Women Minto.
Nice.
And we're going to add people to that, and we're going to start doing the same events like everywhere, but just pop up like at libraries and stuff like that.
Yeah. I love it.
Yeah.
And what I love about you guys is that, no one's a nutritionist there. Nobody's a doctor. Nobody's like a official health professional. You guys are just taking it by storm. You've seen some events, and you're just going out and duplicating. And I think that's what we need to remember. I know sometimes you guys might think it's a little intimidating because you come to Aurora and we're spoiled in Aurora because we have so many health professionals. And you might go, geez, I wish I could do this in my area, but I don't have any nutritionists, or I can't keep on asking, Nicole to come up to my area. But what I want to kind of hit home is that, the fastest growing teams in Canada, the fastest growing distributors in Canada, the ones that you're seeing on promotion, they are mummies with kids with no health professional background, okay? They're keeping it simple. If you guys heard Sandy V's message, Sandy V is like, we do the same presentation all the time. It's consistent. We share our stories. We tell them what Juice Plus is. We share our business story and we close. They don't do anything special. So we got to really support you guys to make sure that you feel that you don't have to be a health professional to do this business and get up in front of people. Okay? It's really, really important. What else? And then we got our customer care. So again, remember, we have to be excellent at customer care. If we are not excellent at customer care, our business crashes. I can't tell you how many distributors over the years that I have seen, get 20 customers, 30 customers, and in 6 months have no customers. It's because they're not following up. They're letting every single order ship out with no support, no call-in, no, hey, I love you, I'm calling you because I care. So if you guys want to have a foundational business and you want to teach your team to have a foundational business, you have to hammer customer care. You just have to make a commitment that it's in your calendar weekly. Pick Monday. Monday's always been my day to always reach out every Monday morning to my customers. Love on them, connect on them, send them recipes, invite them to your T30 page. Let them know about the next coming event. Let them know how much you love them, okay? And you will have a great business because those happy customers are going to turn into your distributors. And then the last part here, we've got training, Zoom interviews, and Q&A. So what we've done is we've added under training some basic stuff here, like, what is your first 4 months of your Juice Plus business? It's a flipogram. So if you're new and don't know how to explain how to get to sales coordinator, sit on your phone or in front of your computer and hit this button, and you've got Melissa in your back pocket explaining how to get to sales coordinator. And you watch it over and over again until it's imprinted in your brain that you can do it. For those leaders that are on the call and are thinking about putting your story together, either you're going to do it on your phone as like a YouTube video, or you can do it as a flipogram, and there's actually a how to make flipogram on here. And you have to do a flipogram on your phone. What else? There's some advanced training. This was some of our leaders that wanted more advanced training for network marketing, and we put some of the favorite videos here. We've also got some social media training. We've got Twitter training. We got Facebook training. And then, of course, now we've got Juice Plus rep training. So how to navigate your virtual office, where you are chart, 90-day game plan, training on T30 and 10-day shred, launching a new rep. So we've already recorded, Melissa and I, and taught how you guys launch a new rep. There's the training. So we're trying to make this so easy for you that if you can't get a hold of Melissa or myself or your leader, that more than likely the training has been recorded and it's there and you can share it with your new person. We've also done a really great job, I think, interviewing over the last 3 months some of our top leaders in the industry. And we've included them here so you guys can go back and you can watch. And I think this is really, really important. And why it's important for you guys to have watched everyone is because it's going to allow you to pass along the proper video to the right person, if that makes sense. Okay, so what do you guys think of the new team page?
Fantastic.
Awesome. Yeah, Nicole's done a really good job. I see Nicole on the line tonight. I'm recording it, Nicole, by the way. Yeah. Okay. We've talked about the website. We've talked about a little bit about events. Communication. I just want to close off on this. I'm going to stop sharing. There we go. So we have close to 700 distributors on our team Facebook page. 700. How do all of those people get connected on a regular basis? It's up to you guys to create a Facebook Messenger group or a Voxer group, because we know that just throwing something on the Facebook group, they're probably not going to hear it and they're going to miss it. So it's up to you guys. If you are at least a sales coordinator and you've got people under you, you have to ask yourself this question: how am I keeping in touch with my distributors, and how can I keep them in tune and updated with everything that's going on? So we learned this a few years ago from Michelle Ball, is when they started to create Facebook Messenger groups. And I know some of you are doing that right now, which I think is awesome. But I'm challenging every single one of you, and if you are a leader on here, to make sure that you have that conversation with your organization to make sure that nobody is getting left out in the dark. Because I guarantee that out of 700 people on that Facebook Messenger, there's a lot of people that have no idea what the hell is going on. They're like little lost monkeys, babies out there. And, you know, Nicole Webb, one of her tasks as our personal assistant is starting to reach out to every single new person within the first 2 weeks. And I'm going to get Nicole to unmute herself. And Nicole, can you just explain a little bit more about what you're doing and maybe share some of the success so far?
Hello. Sorry, I was late. Yeah, so we started, we just did June, July, and August. So if you're a newbie on here, make sure you're checking your Facebook Messenger under that other folder or message requests or something like that. Because if I'm not your friend, it probably went in there and you might have a little message from me trying to connect with you. But basically, all it is, it's just a connection, just another support for you to see where you're at, any questions that you have. Just make sure you are understanding the website all right, and you have your checks and everything all set up, and basically make sure you're on the right track for success. Just that additional support system to show you some love, basically. And yeah, the calls that we've had so far have been really, really good. So it's great to continue to meet people and put faces to Facebook names. And I hope that the people who have had the calls have benefited and know that they can reach out to me at any time if they have any questions or anything like that. But yeah, it's been really good so far.
And I think it's great too when you're signing up a new distributor to let them know about the support that we have. Let them know who I am. Let them know who Melissa is. You know, let them know that we have a personal assistant, Nicole Webb, that ships out, you know, a welcome card or, you know, a CD, and she's the one that's going to be reaching out in a couple weeks to check in. Give them a heads up so that, you know, it's a nicer, that they're expecting it a little bit so that it's not a surprise, and it'll more than likely set Nicole up a little bit better when she is, you know, reaching out to people so that they know who she is. And you make a really good point. It's the all other under Facebook is, you know, Nicole's reaching out to a lot of people, but she's not getting any response. And I think it's because a lot of people you're not friends on Facebook with, right?
Motivated.
So, okay, so on that note, that's the communication piece. Melissa, is there anything else that you want to cover before we wrap up and find out if anybody wants to stay on for the Startup Meeting A?
Not other than just stressing duplication. That's where the magic is going to happen. It's a great problem to have that we're growing so fast that I don't know some of the people on the team, but we want to make sure that they're getting the same kind of training that I would be giving my frontline, right? So just follow the system. Everything is there, I think, anyways, on the website. If there's something else you guys want, just let us know. If you yourself are feeling overwhelmed or not sure how to do it, then just pull Nicole or I in or your upline in to help get that new rep trained. And as soon as they sign that application, set up that Facebook Messenger, because it gives them, it just makes them realize this is such a big group, a big family, right? It's so much more than just you and them, that there's this big Juice Plus family that they're now a part of, and they'll have other people they can connect to, and they'll hear stories right away. So we've had great feedback whenever that happens. And it's amazing for those people that have done that. I have a relationship with that new distributor, and I end up in conversation because a lot of times their upline's busy. So they'll reach out to me because they've talked to me. So do that, and then teach your team to do it, and just follow it. Keep it so simple. Just duplicate. That's about it.
And then just to keep in mind that one of Melissa and I's strengths are three-way calling. So I've been doing a lot of three-way calling this week, and distributors are just reaching out and saying, hey, I've got a yoga teacher. Hey, I've got a massage therapist. Hey, I've got, a friend. And I tell you, if you can get somebody like myself or Melissa on the call, more than likely we're going to have a better chance of closing them through third-party validation. So keep that in mind, that is our strength. We've got a story. We've got a paycheck. We've got an experience that we can really share. But our strength is asking those tough questions that maybe a lot of you aren't ready to ask because you're still junior in the business. So we don't have any trouble asking about what their dreams are or what their pain is. And we love doing that. So make sure that you take advantage of Melissa and I and reach out to us if you've got good prospects that you want us to tap into. So on that note, I'm going to just say thank you so much. I know that we were pushing for 100 Club, and we did not hit it, but I'm okay with it. It's not that nobody was not working. There were pockets of people working all over, and you know what? We're on our way, and our team will be recognized as a 75 Club. So I was kind of putting that into perspective today. I felt like 75 Club that happened way long ago, but it was only about 3 months ago. So it still was in between conference. So we still should be very proud as an organization to be representing 75 amazing Bs that are working very hard to their own goals. And that's really what it comes down to, is we're working together to help, everybody rise up to wherever their goals is. So I just want to say thank you, and I'm really excited to be down at conference in a couple weeks celebrating with a lot of you, your success and the team's success. And nothing gives me more pleasure than seeing those happy faces and those feelings of accomplishment for working so hard and getting out of your comfort zone. It's a beautiful experience to have. Like giving birth, isn't it, Melissa?
Better.
Better than birth, exactly.
No pain.
Awesome. So thanks so much, everyone. Melissa and I are going to stay on for the next 20 minutes just to go through startup meeting A so that everybody feels comfortable. So if you have to go, we will not take offense, but if you want to stay, we're going to do startup meeting A. Thanks, everyone. Can you guys see my face? I feel like I'm not there.
No.
What is it?
Black.
I know, I was there. Mute my audio, rename pin. Maybe the universe doesn't want to show my face. I don't know. Okay, let me find the share screen again here. There we go. You guys see that?
Yep.
Okay. So let's go to prospect meetings, new start. Okay. So new rep startup steps. New VF next step. Okay. So right here. So I hear background. Is there somebody that maybe can mute themselves? Melissa, can you see who's not muted that's kind of making the funny sounds?
It might be me. Is that better?
Oh yeah, it is better. Okay. I kind of like the sound now because I feel like I'm not alone. Come back to me. Okay, so here we go. So I'm going to go through part of it, and then Melissa's going to go through the part. So I'll go through the first 5 steps, and then Melissa can go through. So this is where you want to, when you're working with a new rep, to go through these 10 steps. And this is pretty much what Michelle and Sandy V have duplicated in their organization. They do this every single time with a new rep. So the first one is you have to set the distributor's expectation. This is so important. Do you want to go through that and say what an exciting decision you've made for you and your family, whether you've signed up to cover the cost of your product or earn an extra $500, or you'd like to go all the way to the top. We're happy to help you on this journey. I want you to know that there's so much support and guidance in our team, and we will be here for you until you feel confident and beyond. But of course, we can't do it for you. So on that note, it's exciting to point out that when you succeed with your business, it will be a result of your own efforts, not mine. My job is to help you gain confidence and become independent as quickly as possible so that you feel empowered. Are you good with this goal? Ask that question. Make sure they're aligned. And I love this last part. There will certainly be good times and bad times. I'll know you're in one of those bad times when I don't hear back from you regularly. It happens with everyone, even me. Usually it has to do with someone saying no or rejecting your new venture. How can I help you through those times? Would you like me to leave you alone or help you remember why you started this amazing journey? I think in the beginning, if you have that conversation out of the get-go, you're really going to have a lot of there will be much more ease and not uncomfort when you're moving forward, because you'll know what your distributor is expecting from you and vice versa. Step 2, so after this meeting, please take a look at our virtual office tutorials. This is where you will learn how to enter your orders, set up your website, set up a child's house study, and sign up a new distributor. So the corporate office has actually put together a really, really nice office tutorial. And I really believe that you don't have to do that hard work anymore. The work's been done, the tutorial is there, so you can get them to do that on their own time as a homework assignment. The third one is you want to make sure that they are understanding how to get to 2,500 points. And there is a great video that actually takes your new distributor through that. There's also, you want to make sure that you print out the promo points so that they understand and can kind of touch and feel and understand like how many orders they need to get to 2,500 points. I'm a big believer in printing out that tracker form. Actually, Nicole Webb, I think you could actually add it here. You know how we say print out the promo? I would actually print out the tracker form too. And maybe you can add that to that document. That would be really good. That's my favorite document because that's where I think a new distributor gains confidence very quickly, that they're keeping track of the numbers and they're understanding the numbers as they're keeping track. So it's one of my favorite tools to use as a new rep. And then we get step 4, which is to explain how to get to sales coordinator in 4 months. Like I said, this is a video that Melissa has put together, so it really goes through the first 4 positions of the company. And again, if you're a new person and you can't explain it, just watch the video together. And number 5 is open their calendar and set a reminder for, you know, their goal for VF and their deadline for SC. So it's that kind of imprint that's a goal for them to work towards. And I think that's really, really important so that you can be encouraging them and they have a goal and you're working on it together. Melissa, do you want to go through 6 to 10?
Are you going to scroll for me or do you want me to open it up there?
Oh, I'll scroll.
Okay. So number 6, I think, well, it's all important, but to build the distributors' belief in themselves and this business and this product is to get them into action right away. And you want to do that with them right then and there, and literally have them send a text message out to 10 people. And I always show them Jake Kelly's script as well, just to give them some ideas of a verbiage. And then I ask them, like, do you feel comfortable with that? Because sometimes people don't. I love Jake Kelly's script. It makes sense to me, but not everybody does. And I'll say, okay, well, what does make sense to you? How can we tweak that a little bit? And I'll give some examples, and then we come up with something. They're like, yeah, that's totally me. Great. And you get them to do that right away. And then they're so excited because they will get a response. I have always had a new distributor get a response right then and there in that first meeting. They're like, oh my God, she replied. She wants this. Awesome. And then you can help them with what video to show. So getting them into action, it takes away the fear of you send them home and now they've got to do this all alone. There's something about strength in numbers, right? They're sitting there with you. And if they have any questions, because they think that's what's going to happen, right? Somebody's going to reply with questions. You're there to answer those. So important. Get them into action, and then that will lead into orders, possible distributors, and you get money in their pocket, and there comes the belief in themselves, the product, because of the stories they're hearing, and in this business that it actually does work and they can make some money.
Melissa?
Yep.
Sorry to interrupt. Where is the script?
Which, Jake Kelly?
Yes.
Team Facebook page under files.
Okay, thank you.
Where are we here? Oh, number 7. Again, like I said, everything is so important, because what's going to build your business? Events. So you want to go onto our website here, you click on the tab there, events, and I go through, not every single event, but I explain to them that every Monday night we have this call, every Wednesday we have this, Tuesday's Mitras, and I said, and then we have these different types of events, and I explain that we only have 4 regional events a year. Because for the new person going on, they all look the same, these events, and they just think, oh my God, I can't commit to all of this. So when you break it down into little chunks and tell them there's only 4 per year and what is a regional and why is it so important they're there, it puts a lot of value on that and importance that they need to be there. And the fact there's only 4, hopefully they can schedule those into their calendar. And then again, explain what the other events are so that they understand, and then get them to put those events into their calendar right then and there, because people work, they have all different kinds of commitments. If the Juice Plus event's in their calendar and something else comes up, at least they're going to think twice before they book something else. Whoops, sorry. So if they've got a Juice Plus event booked already, they'll think twice about it. Sometimes it can't be helped, they have to attend something else, but at least it'll be there. And when they sign up a new person, they'll have the events in there to share with that person as well. And then what you want to do is get them to book some events themselves, whether they want to do a Zoom call, whether they want to do Facebook, whether they want to have some people over at their house, or they want to do a couple of conference calls or meetings at Starbucks, whatever it is. Just get them to book those times into their calendar, because as soon as that first meeting finishes up and you guys go your separate ways, time is going to pass, and chances are it'll be a week or 10 days before you can get those events booked. So even if they're not sure, just say, well, let's throw some in there tentative, and then you can always let me know if we need to change any of those. Just really get them to pencil those into their calendar. Let's see here. Oh, and then also the other important thing is to book your next meeting with them and find out from them how often they would like to talk to you. Some people need to talk to you every single day, and others they'll let you know otherwise. So make sure you're doing that. Oh, and then I already jumped ahead. So number 8, there are 2 launch parties. I'm saying 3 events. And does it have to be in home and a Facebook? Whatever that person feels comfortable with. A new girl under my daughter Mackenzie, Amelia, just signed up, and she wants no part of an in-home event because she still lives with her parents, and she is Gen Y, right? She's all about social media. So we are doing loads and loads and loads of texting, and she's actually thinking about doing a Facebook party. So that's what we're doing right now. So you got to work with the individual, right? And again, you want to book these sooner than later so that they get that success happening. And there's some examples here. Oh, can you scroll down?
Yeah.
Nicole, just a little bit so we can see 9.
Yeah.
I hope all of you guys have watched the video here with Dan Holzman, CEO Europe. It is one of my favorite business videos. And you just have to watch it to see for yourself, but he's sharing like all the benefits of Juice Plus and how he's saying it's not the only solution, but we think it is the better solution. So I just like how it's not just sort of like rah, 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 Juice Plus, Juice Plus, Juice Plus. Like he talks about it and it's fantastic, and it's sort of leaving it up to you. I've shared it with you. There's other options, but this is the best one. So I think it's a great one to share with your new distributor so they can build more belief. And then also something that Nicole sends out to them is the, what the heck is it called? What's that video called? Not GoPro, but I can picture the cover. I can't think of anyway, it's talking about the network marketing industry. It is an excellent video to watch. Your new distributors will get it, but if you don't know what I'm talking about, just let us know. We can send it back out to you. The name has escaped me. It's really great.
Are you talking about Rise of the Entrepreneur?
Yes, Michelle, thank you. That's it. For those of you that have spouses, I highly recommend you share this with them and let them watch it. I think it'll really open their mind to this type of work. Social media. So,
Melissa,
yep.
I just have to update the Facebook page name, so just ignore that part. A.
Oh, okay. So we have there's so many Facebook pages now. Just wondering if there's a list somewhere, right, of all the different, there it is. Thank you. So there's so many things to add them here. Depending on your person, that you may want to just add them to one at a time and share it to them, or some people just send it all to me so that they can see it all and get them to get on there and get familiar, and tell them not to be overwhelmed. There's so much information. We're just providing it there, so when they need it, they're already a member of that group and they can go on and take a look. And then the other thing that's really important is to help them do a Facebook post, their own post. Because what often happens is somebody is so excited to join the business or the product or whatever, and they just do a sales pitch for that, or join my team or whatever it is. So you want to educate them up that how we share Juice Plus. We share the lifestyle. We want to make people curious, want them to find out more about what we're doing or want what we have. So you've got to teach them that, because a lot of people, as I said, just get so excited and want to do that. So do a post with them then and there. And then I would also teach them how to set up their own Facebook group. You may do that maybe actually in the second one, to create their own Facebook group. So when they bring new people on, they're not becoming part of a group of hundreds and hundreds and hundreds, right? It's much more personal. And have them watch that video that's just at the top there. I'm just going back up a little bit, 10B. Make sure they watch that. And then the homework. It's always great to give them, homework, and to put together their list of 100 names. And then I even take it one step further, is I tell them to put those names, divide them into groups. So you'll have your moms, you'll have your athletes, you'll have your business people, you'll have your health professionals, whatever it may be, and divide them into groups. And then they can really put focused effort each day on reaching out to one of those groups in particular. You just get better at your verbiage and more familiar with the videos that you want to send out to those people when you do it that way. And just give them different areas of where they can find those names. Some people are just, I don't know that many people. Do you have a cell phone? Do you have Facebook? It's right there. No problem. It's just putting it on paper and dividing it into groups. And it's a different stimulus for the brain when you actually write those things on paper, as opposed to just saying, I've got them on my phone. And we're not really using the WhatsApp. Maybe we could update that, Nick. We could take that off as I read this now. You want to get them on Voxer. And if they don't have Voxer, then you'll just do the Facebook Messenger group. And this is huge. Invite them and welcome them to the Team B Facebook page so we can all meet them. It's so fun to see who's joining our team. And there's so many people that respond. And just like those posts. So make sure you're doing it. Brag a little bit about them. Why are you excited to have them on your team? And then we can all welcome them. That's so important. And Nicole said this already, but do a group message, whether it's Voxer or Facebook, and introduce them to, so you want to make sure that your new rep, it's you and the new rep, and then your upline, and I would go right up to Nicole and I. So all of the uplines are involved in this. If it's someone that's frontline to me and them, then it's obviously just going to be the three of us, but go all the way up the chain so that they can meet all the people that are above them. And you just want to welcome them. And as I said, brag about them. Why are they such an awesome person? Why are you happy to have them here? And then just tell them a little bit, Melissa's my upline, and I wanted to introduce you to her so you can reach out to her anytime you have questions about anything. And Melissa, could you just share your story with Tracy? And that's exactly what I will do. I'll go on and welcome her and that sort of thing. So, and then I will also compliment the rep as well. You've got an awesome coach with Trina, but reach out anytime and so on. So important to get them connected to feel a part of it. Because when I first started, I felt like it was this little tiny kind of home-based thing because the person that signed me up, it's not Nicole, for those of you that don't know it, there is somebody in between us. She had signed up just 2 weeks before I did, so it was the blind leading the blind. So I felt all alone. I just thought it was this tiny little thing. I didn't really know what it was at all. So important to get them connected right away. Sorry. What else? Composer First Facebook, and that's it. So then you've got your date met for the next time, and you just want to check in on them regularly to keep them going, because they may have gotten some bad feedback from somebody they reached out to. You just never know. You want to make sure the birds don't get them. So just keep in touch with them and find out how often they want to talk.
Cool.
Anything else?
I think that's it. And then just to let you guys know, so once they get to VF, then we actually have startup meeting B. And then you would, have your meeting set up with them, and then you would go through step by step their meeting B and get them set up for sales coordinator. So this is the system that Michelle and Sandy are using very successful. They are cranking out distributors, and they just say it's because their system is finally duplicated and everybody's doing the same system. They're not reinventing the wheel. So, they always say success leaves clues, and are you listening? And so we want to just pay attention to the successful people in our organizations, and we want to duplicate it. So I believe some people are doing a better job than others, and we just need to get good at it right down the pipeline. And it starts. It starts with everyone. It starts with everyone. And if you're feeling uneasy about it, connect with somebody that's stronger to go through it until you get to that place where you are feeling a little bit more confident. But at the end of the day, I can't tell you how many times Melissa and I have grown in this business together, laughing, crying, red faces, all that stuff. We get out of our comfort levels and zones all the time. And so I just challenge you guys, if for whatever reason there's something holding you back, just jump in and do it and try it. And yes, your face might turn red, and yes, you might have butterflies in your tummy. But if you don't have those feelings, you're not growing. And trust me when I say that the magic truly happens when you get out of your comfort zone. Because once you do it, then it gives you that extra confidence to do it a little bit better next time, and a little bit better next time. And all of a sudden you realize 5 years has gone by and you're standing in front of a huge group of people doing a talk that you never thought you would ever do. And it's because you had to start somewhere. So start somewhere. Start with duplication. We've got it all here for you. You just have to follow the system.
Nicole?
Yep.
Can you click on the getting started? Just because there's like some new people on the call. I'm recognizing some names. If you have a brand new rep, going to the getting started, this is little circle, and that step 1, have a startup meeting, that will link you right to the steps for the startup meeting. So then you go through the startup meeting, and then you'd continue on the circle with your new rep. I just didn't want there to be confusion with that.
Thank you. Perfect. Okay, it's 10 o'clock, right on time. Any last comments, questions before we wrap up? Good to go? Okay, thanks team. Let's have a great October, and let's really start perfecting this duplication so that we can love on all of our distributors and make sure that we're setting them up for success. Have a good night, and we'll see a lot of you at tomorrow night and conference. See everyone. Ciao,
Good night.
ciao.